All right, I got my clock going too, so I know what time it is. All right, so what's good? This is Royal Gamerz. This your boy J Royal, and I'm here with my guy Drew, Future
What's
Drew,
up?
Future Drew. That's what he goes by these days.
I go
So
by a lot of things.
so yeah, I've been wanting to start this podcast for the Royal Gamers for a while. So I finally got shit going, and just trying to get people together. It's a whole lot of shit that needs to be put together. So we're trying to get everybody's schedules going. It's a whole lot of shit. So anywho, E3 has
Yeah, but
just
this
passed.
is I'm sorry to step on you, James, but this is the A squad, you know. You and me, we're the A squad, right?
Um,
Come on, man. You can't be stepping on my jokes on the first podcast. What the fuck, man?
yeah. We the A squad clearly. Like I mean, well, trying to put in the effort, A for effort.
Sure,
But
sure, sure.
E3 just passed some days back, and of course, you have Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, Ubisoft, and EA, and all these guys
Bethesda.
show up to try to show out and try to blow each other out the water and shit. So, my first thing is, Drew, man, what did you think about the overall E3 this year?
Overall, I felt a little I guess I felt a little down on E3 this year, just because the last couple years it's been like, people have been bringing bombs the last few years, and this year it was just kind of like, let's show you all this stuff we've been showing you for the last couple years. Not a whole lot of new. It felt like,
Hmm.
personally. I mean, what did you think, man?
I mean, I liked it. It was, I mean, because I found myself if the E3 was boring, I literally was like falling asleep. Like there was too much of some BS. Like I was falling asleep. Yeah, I can't talk shit. I was falling asleep. So really, for me, like
Like what?
what?
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, really for me, like I felt like it was like certain games I seen, and I was like, yo, like this is about to be lit. Like I'm about to be playing this. I'm about to be playing that God of War when that comes out, the Spider Man, I mean I feel like it was a lot of shit that caught people's attention. Now there was some that I probably most likely won't be playing, like of course those pirate games that they showed. It was two pirate games. I'm not about to probably play neither one of them. If I
You
was to
weren't in
play,
on either of the pirate games.
yeah, if I was to play one, it'd be Ubisoft, but I would probably play like an hour of it. And that was it. I probably wouldn't play it no more after that.
Really?
That would be it. I wouldn't
So
play it after that.
you're not interested in Sea of Thieves at all from Microsoft?
Nope.
Wow, man. I think Sea of Thieves is the pirate game I want, whereas Ubisoft's it just seems like it's the ship battles. I want that exploring islands. I want that getting the crew together, piloting this ship, getting there, digging up the treasure, fighting off other people. I don't want just ship battles, and that just seems like that's all that Ubisoft's game is.
Oh yeah. That repetitive shit. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, it kind of feels like, because when they introduced it, they were like, we're taking an idea from one of our most popular franchises. And I think they kind of took the wrong idea of what people liked about Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I think they were just like, they like the ship combat. Let's just give them a ship combat game. But I think it was the whole package, that third person gameplay on top of the ship, getting off on the islands, exploring the islands, stuff like that.
Right. Would have been nice. Like okay, like the Sea of Thieves. They didn't look like a bad game. They actually looked like it was pretty fun or whatever. Like I watched the whole video, but that would have been dope if that came out like on the Switch. That would have been pretty dope. Like, but it's coming out as a damn PC game, so it's like, um,
Yeah, well, I mean, it is being made by Rare. They're first party for Microsoft, so I mean,
oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
I mean, I feel like personally, as a Switch owner, I want every game to come onto the Switch. So, I mean, I can agree with you there.
I mean, yeah, Nintendo needs help in the game category, so.
Yeah, and I don't mean to jump around a lot, but that's my biggest complaint about Nintendo. It was just like, it felt like their show was, hey, look, we didn't know that this system was going to sell. So here's a bunch of shit that we're just now starting to make. Please keep buying our shit. We promise we will have these games eventually. Like Metroid, it was just the now in development screen. They had a video from the Pokemon president saying they're just now starting a game. I mean, this is stuff they should have had from the get-go.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to think here. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a little about some of the individual titles that were shown.
Okay.
I actually just remember because I forgot they even brought that up. They're bringing out another Need for Speed. So I actually haven't played Need for Speed since shit. What was that last one? The one that like on the cover is white and red. I can't think of it right now.
Oh, Most Wanted.
Most Wanted. Yeah, I haven't played it since Most Wanted. So and it's not that I don't like
Yeah.
Need for Speed. It was just I've been playing other damn games. Like I went and got fuck, I can't think of it right now. It's on my freaking PlayStation 3. I got it. But I've been playing other racing games. But other than that, I haven't been interested in actually just dying to play a racing game. Like they put racing in so many like GTA came out. So I mean that's been holding people over for a while. I like to think because when they bring out the GTA, they like to put a little bit of everything in there. You know, you got your racing, your shooting, all this other shit. So
Yeah.
I've been playing that, and then like online, that's basically what people do online all day on GTA is play the racing DLCs.
Yeah, they got a big racing community on there. I think
When
it's
they came out with the
really, I
stunt
think it's real
DLC,
smart what they did. I think it's real smart what they did with their online. You know, you got all these you got the people that want to play it like team deathmatch style shooter. You got the people that just want to play it for the racing. I mean, it's really cool, these little pockets of communities they've built up in this game, and it's basically encapsulating all different genres at once.
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, when they came out with that stunt driving DLC, oh yeah, I was on that shit super fast. I was like, oh yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it, and it was pretty damn fun. But I'm not like a big race guy, so you know, the only real driving game at E3 that I saw that looked interesting was Forza 7. And I think it's just because I was like, man, I want I want to be able to play these graphics on my nice new Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely like this was okay. Matter of fact, this was a complaint. Like especially last E3, this was a complaint. Like when they preview games, like people was upset. Like it was like when Spider Man showed at E3, it was so many videos that went up after they showed that the people doing reaction videos to Spider Man. They were upset because at the end of the video it said 2018. But this is
And I see. I think that goes to the problem of this year's E3 is that it was just like they're showing off. All these people were showing off games they've announced and shown the last 2 years, but they're all still coming out next year. So it's like, all right, we've seen God of War 2 times, 3 times now. We've seen you name it, Spider-Man, the second time we've seen it. It's like we want these games to start coming out.
Yeah, it's a pretty frustrating thing.
I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty shocked that not even God of War is coming out this year. I thought for sure at least one of these games would be coming out this year.
Yeah, one of the major titles. At least to hold
So
everybody over until next year comes or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, looking at this fall, there's some. It looks like this year is just third party is dominating this year, and next year we're going to get the good first parties from Sony. This fall we still got cool games. We got Call of Duty World War II, Destiny 2. There's still some good stuff. Assassin's Creed, if you like that, Wolfenstein. So there's still some good stuff coming out, but these like hardcore first party games, it's just the wait sucks.
yeah, I like to slide the topic. I mean, I was a little surprised, sort of. I mean, because like everybody, Microsoft, like everybody likes to take their sweet ass time when they bringing out some shit. So Microsoft unveiled this Xbox One X. So I went and saw the specs, checked it out. I haven't got to basically see how it works just yet. I haven't been adamant to really do that, but it looks
Mm-hmm.
like the major thing is it's like an upscale of the Xbox One as far as just more pixels, more resolution. They didn't really
Right.
mention anything about any major actual features. Um, so basically, this is the same fucking thing as the other Xbox that came out when they kept saying the what is it, the One S? Yeah, the One S came out. They're like, oh, well, this
Mm-hmm.
does it works for a 4K TV. And you had those group of people that was like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't care because I don't have a 4K TV. So,
Right.
um, yeah,
But the One X does have the beefed up internals compared to the One S.
yeah. That's what they talked about. It's way more powerful and it has an internal water cooling unit. And I was
Right.
like,
I thought
damn,
that
and
was
they
pretty
put that in
cool.
there. Like, okay.
Right. Right. I was like, wow, that is pretty damn cool.
And
They
they
got
said
that in
it's
the
the
console.
smallest one. It's smaller than the original Xbox One.
And you know what? I was blown away when they said that because I've got the Xbox One S right now,
Okay, yeah, and that
and
one's smaller. Yeah, that's
I
smaller than the original. Yeah.
yeah, when I pulled that out next to the original Xbox One, I was like, whoa, it's like half the size. So I don't know how
Yeah, that's why I was like,
they
what the
could make
fuck?
that One X smaller. Um, but I kind of feel like I've seen a lot of people complain about the $500 price point. How do you feel about that?
Um, I would feel more
Do you think
comfortable.
it's too much?
I would feel more comfortable paying that price if it was a legitimate, like, actual new console, because we haven't seen an actual change in console since PS4, the original PS4, and the original
Right.
Xbox One came out. When I say a new console, I mean when you cut it on, there's a new logo, a new interface, everything's new, never before seen.
Right.
If you're bringing out some shit
Now,
just because it has new hardware in it, like, yeah,
there's a lot of talk about maybe these console makers are going to start going the way of cell phones, where it's just like every couple years you get a more powerful one. How do you feel about that? Do you want that kind of system, or do
hell
you
no,
personally want like
hell
you want to
no.
keep going the PS5, PS6, PS7? You want to keep moving on like
I
that?
want to keep moving on because that's that's causes too much. My buddy Abel. Shout out to Abel on YouTube, Abel Green. Abel talked about like they had a conversation about that before how um that causes too much fucking confusion because then you got people like, well, what's the difference? Like, why does that's too much confusion when you can just, hey, here's the
That's
PS4,
true.
here's
That's
the
true.
PS5, it does all this stuff. I mean, there was still the problem of just to throw it out there that when the PS4 first came out, you couldn't even do like when the PS3 came out. In a matter of no time, you could transfer files, play music, all that shit. When the PS4 came out, you couldn't do nothing but play a game.
Right.
Like that was stupid.
What I could see them doing is, keep with the system structure. We get the PS5, but instead of just doing a regular slim version from now on, they'll just do the slim version with the beefed up internals. So you'll have that mid generation step up in quality.
Right.
But I think Microsoft really screwed. Like, I'm not personally, I don't find the 500 to be too bad. I'm going to get a One X, But where I think Microsoft screwed themselves is that now when developers are doing the two different versions of their game, the one for the PS4, the PS4 Pro, the
Right,
one for
that
the
too.
Xbox
It's
One,
hard work
the
on the
one for
developer.
Xbox One X, I feel like they put all this talk into how much more powerful it is than the PS4 Pro, but are developers really going to make three different versions of their games, or are they just going to make the Xbox One X version of the game be on par with the PS4 Pro anyway?
Right, this is more work on the developers. I think somebody mentioned that to me
Right.
before. Like, nobody wants to keep making. I mean, that's more hours if they have to be at work or
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get one. I don't have a 4K TV right now, but I do got a PS4 Pro, and the added benefits to even a 1080p TV. A lot of games will have smoother frame rates. The PS4 Pro has the boost mode, which boosts and smooths out frame rates for older games and games that don't have like PS4 Pro enhancements.
Right.
So I mean, there are little enhancements for like even regular TV owners. Games load faster, whatnot. So I'm in on the Xbox One X. Hopefully one day I'll get a 4K TV and get the graphical improvements. But I think Microsoft maybe shot themselves in the foot. They should have probably just gone on par with the PS4 Pro. I see too many people complaining about that $500 price point, and I think they're not going to be
The
able
One X
to
just
get
came
over
out not
the
even that long ago.
right. I don't think they're going to. They thought that the One X was going to be the thing to take them over the PS4 hurdle, and I just don't think they're going to be able to conquer the PS4 beast.
Um, Even like because I still have the like the second generation original uh PS4. Um,
Right.
okay, like I went to my mom's, like they have this brand new like Samsung. I don't know. I think it's a 4K TV. I plugged it up, and then I put one
Mm-hmm.
of the most graphical games in. Like I played Batman. I put in Batman Arkham Knight, and I
Right.
played that, and that looked so different from when I put it on my flat screen. Like it looked way different. And this is the original PS4. Like this isn't the Slim or the Pro. Like it looked good, and this was just because of the TV. This wasn't even the console.
Right.
So I mean, I think
Well, Microsoft, they streamed their conference in 4K, and since I had the Xbox One S, I took it over to my buddy's house and we watched their conference in 4K. I gotta say, it looked good. Like the games looked nice, so maybe that's why people are complaining about the $500 price point or not being that swayed by the Xbox One X. But in 4K, the games looked fucking great.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely Oh yeah, so then the other one of the other hypes that's going on is the Assassin's Creed Origins. That is going to be dropping whenever. I didn't even see the release date on that, but
October 27th.
that's this year.
Yes, it comes out the same day, October 27th, the same day as Super Mario Odyssey and Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. So that is a busy day for games.
If I had to choose, I would probably pick the Mario first, just for the hell of it.
I mean, yeah, I got a Switch. I'm definitely getting Mario, but Wolfenstein looks cool. I'm playing through the original right now so I can play the sequel. So I'm in $120 that day anyway. So
Man, yeah, I definitely I know like
yeah, how
even
do you
for
feel about Assassin's Creed?
uh I mean me man, like I think like all the way up until like everybody's favorite was the Ezio series where it was all Ezio. Like people really started to fall for this guy, like or get feelings for him, or feel like a connection to him. Like
Uh huh.
you play more than one game with this guy. And then what was weird was in Black Flag, which like
The
okay,
best Assassin's Creed.
yeah, and Black Flag, like you know how you like, or if in any of the Assassin's Creed where you're collecting all this data and you never really read it, you just collect it and keep going. So one day I just decided to start looking at these videos and reading this data that I was collecting in Black Flag, and it started talking about all the previous assassins that we played with, and they were talking about
Right.
why um certain characters were not apt to. Basically, it sounded like some shit that the developers will be saying if you ask them why can't we still play with this character or that character. And it was just talking about how certain assassin characters started to become a certain way and they weren't apt to be used in the um I forgot what the fuck they call it when they put the person inside the machine. I forgot right now.
The Animus.
Yeah, the animes. They weren't apt to be used for it anymore, and they had to stop trial on them or whatever.
Right.
But
So is it safe to say that you're a big Assassin's Creed fan?
I'm not the biggest, but I do like just playing the story, just to, because I think the whole storyline of it is cool. Because a lot of the shit, it damn near seems like it's some real biological shit. Like some of the shit I really question was it some shit that really happened in real life, in real history.
Yeah,
Like I
I
really
am
had to
not the
question
biggest Assassin's Creed fan, to be honest. I've tried, like, I've bought and tried most of the games, and I just never could get into them, man.
it.
So does the new one? You know, they took a year off. They used to be yearly. Last year they took a year off, made a big deal about how they were going to come back. It was going to be a fresh take on the series. And then they came out with Assassin's Creed Origins. You know, we're back in ancient Egypt. This is the first guy in the Assassin's Order. Did it look to you like it was a game that took an extra year to be made,
It
or
looks
did it
different
look
compared to
like?
the other ones, like the mechanics or some shit.
Does it?
Something about it does look different. So
I mean, they revamped some combat and stuff, but I don't. I mean, personally, as somebody who doesn't like it, it did not show me anything where I was like, "Damn, this is the one where I got to jump in really hard." It just looked like Assassin's Creed to me.
it just looked like it was the same thing from before, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's just my personal take. I mean, all right, you're gonna get it and play it, I imagine.
Most likely, yeah.
Nice. And is this the setting that are you excited about the setting, ancient Egypt?
I mean, I've been hearing about it for a while, way before they even showed it at E3. But
You know what I just don't understand is they took the year off. We're gonna make a fucking new Assassin's Creed. It's gonna be, we're gonna fucking bring it back, man. This is gonna be the one to play, and they take it back to ancient Egypt. It's like, guys, when are we gonna get the Assassin's Creed game set in Japan? That's what everybody wants. Let's just get the Samurai Assassin's Creed game out of the way, man.
yeah, I get that. Yeah, so definitely, I know that they were talking about also to switch over to Nintendo. They were talking about bringing out some other accessories for your Switch, like more colors for your Joy Cons, and I know they just released some yellow ones not too long ago. I think.
Yeah, for arms.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, they released some other shit, but hopefully, I don't know. I don't know. Even though the Switch is actually selling pretty well, I don't really know what all type of accessories they could even bring out for that because technically it is like a tablet. So I mean, you want to be
Mm-hmm.
funny. Um, I don't know what you could bring
Well,
out
I
for that.
saw a advertisement for a company who's putting out Bluetooth versions of the Super Nintendo controllers for the Nintendo Switch with joysticks and everything on them. They look pretty cool, man. I think I'm gonna get it. Hopefully for when the virtual console launches, whenever that happens.
I know somebody was wondering, like it was in a topic I was checking out one day, and they were talking about, does anybody think that Nintendo's gonna be able to do like VR on their on their console. I mean, on that, I don't know because it's not like I mean, it's a console, but it's also a tablet. It's not, you know.
Right, right. You know, I imagine somewhere deep inside of Nintendo, there is somebody working on a VR headset. I would not be shocked to find that out right now.
I mean,
Everybody's getting into VR.
yeah, it would definitely be awesome, but it's like, can they do it? Can they come up with some type of
You
mechanism to
know,
make it work?
I kind of feel like, you know, when you say, yeah, it's a console, but it is a tablet. I mean, yeah, I guess if that's how you want to look at it. But when you got that shit in your hand and you're playing Breath of the Wild, it's like, wow, impressive,
I just
very,
meant
very
because
impressive.
I only said that because, okay, for instance, like if you put like a Switch and a PlayStation or an Xbox together, like even though Microsoft doesn't have VR, to hook up the
Right.
VR on the PlayStation, you have to have these ports and all this other shit to get it to work.
Oh my God,
Is
yeah,
that
I
really gonna
just got
happen
the
on the Nintendo?
PSVR. I mean, who knows? Maybe their VR thing's going to be like a standalone thing. I don't know, man.
I mean, that would be nice. We'll definitely, I would look forward to that. I can't
Yeah.
remember. Oh man, I can't remember. Nintendo did a conference. This was before E3 came out, but they had a conference before E3 came out this year, showing some games that they were bringing to the Switch. Um, I can't remember that game that I saw. It was like, or you know what? Or was that not? That wasn't Nintendo. That was PlayStation because it was for the VR, where you could it's like you
Uh,
were flying some origami paper planes, and then like you were shooting at them, the other people with your origami
oh
paper plane. You know what I'm talking about?
no, I have not seen this game.
Oh man, I can't remember the name of it because I watched them. I think I watched them play it on the IGN website.
Mm.
Wish I could remember that shit, but oh man,
Yeah, man. VR is fucking. I thought VR was dead, bro. I thought VR was dead. I was like, it's a gimmick. You know, Oculus, Vive, PS, PlayStation, you know, all these companies, they've put out their VR headsets and nobody's been talking. And then, like, within the last couple of weeks, Sony's been doing a lot of interviews. Like, we've been selling a shit ton. We're trying to keep them in stock. They immediately sell out. I was lucky enough to get one this week based on the Sony E3 conference and how much they are pushing the VR. And I got to admit, man, it is great. Now I'm sure it's awesome on the PC with the Oculus and the Vive with a more, you know, higher definition screen inside the headset, but that PSVR, man, it is legit.
oh man.
I was playing Batman Arkham VR last night before I went to bed, man. And there's a part
Oh
where you're
yeah, I
just in
forgot
the
about
back.
that game.
Yeah, man, you're in the back cave. I flipped the switches. I was doing targeting mode. I was just throwing batarangs at targets, man. And I was so into it. And I went to throw one and I like punched my ceiling fan. You completely lose all sense of like anything. And it scares me to play it at night because, you know, I've got kids and I don't want to be playing and one of them like start tapping on me and, you know, freak me the hell out and I like have like a heart attack or something. But I mean, it is awesome, dude. It is I was wrong. It's not dead. It is not a gimmick. It is fucking awesome.
I remember when VR even like got to like it started to get oxygen from the top of the ocean there. I remember Oculus
Mm-hmm.
came out. People was like, "Man, what the fuck is that?" Like they had it to where they had um like the platform where you could stand on it and you could put like these shoes on that they developed and you could actually run and jump on it while you wore the Oculus.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
wondering what happened to that. I haven't seen that, but I guess I
I
don't know if it's
can't
still in
remember what
development.
it's called. It's like a infinity. It's like an infinity treadmill. Are you talking about that where they can like run and shit on it?
Yeah, they had like Call of. I don't know if they had the Call of Duty and they modded it or some shit to the Oculus or whatever.
Uh huh.
But I was like, yeah, I would want that. But Cause I mean, even okay, like I thought about it for a while. I was like, man, okay, VR, like VR is the new ultimate phenomenon that's about to take over. Like, how could we really? I mean, because I've done shit with VR before this shit ever came out, so I was like, VR can't you can't take. I mean, I know technology is obviously changed because we have motion sensor technology, which thanks to uh,
Right.
Xbox 360 and not even that fucking PlayStation 2, they started this shit first because I bought a game that was on PS2. Um, and it like on the camera you can like bounce around and like basically touch the screen damn near with that. But
Right.
because of
Huh.
that technology, VR is definitely way better an enjoyment for the fans of Sony.
Yeah. I got to say, the only downside to the VR process on the PlayStation, it's like you said, man, it took me like 40 minutes to set up. You got the processor box. You got to hook the processor box. The processor box has an HD cord that you got to plug into the TV, and then you got to plug the PS4 into the processor box, and then you got the headset. It's got its own set of cords. I mean, it's a pain in the ass to set up, and that's the only thing that's keeping it from being something where it's like I want to play it every night is that I got to drag out the headset. I got to hook up the headset. I got to fucking adjust the camera. I got to make sure I'm in the right position. That's the only thing holding it back right now from being like I want to use this every day kind of
Right.
thing.
Um, what the hell
When
was I
we can
about to
get it
say?
to where you just put the headset on and you can go, then I think then it's going to be the thing that we all thought it would be.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. I really want like fuck like me personally right now. Like okay, I do want to play. There's quite a few VR games that I want to play, but I want to be able to take. I mean, because I've already tried like the PlayStation VR, the Samsung VR, the Hive, and all these different ones. But I got
Mm-hmm.
excited because I overheard somebody saying that they were going to allow people to be able
Did
to
I lose
actually
you?
like watch live NBA games using their VR, and I was like, dude, do you
Uh
know
oh.
how fucking awesome that would be to
Can't
act
hear
like
you, man.
you can't can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
You there? I hear
Yeah,
you now, man. I hear you now.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, they were just saying how awesome it would be if you could watch like an NBA game from your couch using the VR. Like if it's like you're
Yeah.
sitting fucking front row, floor seats at a damn Lakers game or something, watching it right there, turning your head, looking at everything. That would be the shit that would more
Right.
I would be just hyped about. And then you could like buy a
My
ticket, like you're actually buying a ticket, and then that'd be so dope.
right. That would be very cool. I think the only thing with the PlayStation VR is that it doesn't have like the highest quality screen in the inside the headset, so stuff can get a little blurry at
Yeah, the
times. So
resolution and
unless they can
whatnot.
figure it out to where that shit's going to be crystal clear, I mean, I could see him being like, I'm surprised they didn't do it this year, but I could see him doing like, hey, our next E3 conference, if you got a PSVR, boom, you can watch it with the VR headset. You're in the front row. I'm really surprised they didn't
Oh
do that this year
yeah,
with their E3
yeah,
show. Maybe
yeah.
at the PSX conference in December, the PlayStation Experience, maybe, but I am really surprised they aren't pushing that.
Oh man, that'd be dope.
Yeah, it would be great.
Like then all you have to do is go on PlayStation and then just download like the PlayStation Experience app and then watch it right there. Like
Right. Now, I don't know if maybe there's difficulty live streaming 360 video yet. I don't know. I'm not really like educated in 360 cameras, so I'm not sure what the technology is there.
yeah, from what I mean, because I was actually planning on getting one of those, but yeah, from my knowledge, they do have like some 1080p. There might be a 4K one, but I do know they have like 1080p 360 games. But
Nice, nice. Yeah, VR is really cool, really cool. Skyrim VR, I am super excited. I bought my VR based on that game.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. I was like,
I would be more interested. I'm a little bummed out because Bethesda showed off Fallout 4 VR. That's not coming to the PSVR. I would much rather play Fallout 4 in VR. Not that I don't love the Elder Scrolls games, I do, but I mean, shit, dude. I have bought Skyrim at $60 so many times. I was thinking, maybe this is going to be a add-on to the Skyrim Skyrim remaster they put out. So I went on the Sony store. No, Skyrim VR is a standalone game. So that means me as a Switch owner this year, if I really want to take advantage of my PSVR and my Switch with this game, I got to pay $120 for this 10-year-old game in 2017. And I just spent another $60 on it last year when they put the remaster out. I don't understand why they are not bringing these games out with like a discounted price. $40, $30, something.
right.
And
actually,
then,
I haven't even played.
I actually have a complaint about Skyrim on the Switch. I mean, it came out. They've been really coy about it. They showed it when they announced the Switch with a trailer. They showed Skyrim in it. Then Bethesda was like, "Well, we can't confirm it's coming to the Switch." And then they finally did it. But then they were like, "We can't confirm if it's the special edition." Now it appears that it's not the special edition. I know maybe the Switch can't do the graphics, but I mean, what? No modding capability. And they're having amiibo support, but what's that mean to me? I want the mod. So I wanted the Switch version to be my definitive Skyrim experience. Give me the mod support. Make this be the last time I buy this game because this is the ultimate version of the game. And it seems like this is just the old school versions of the games with amiibo support.
Okay, so this version of Skyrim that they dropped, it's the same story as the previous Skyrim.
Yeah, I mean it's just regular Skyrim.
From the first Skyrim. Okay, yeah.
But when they remastered it last year, they put out a remaster with a bunch of graphics improvements, and then they added mod support for the first time ever on a console game, and it works great on Xbox. Sony has restrictions. You can only use assets that are inside the game file, so they don't have as many mods as the Xbox, which already doesn't have as many mods as the PC. But, it works. It's awesome. I can't believe there's not more developers that have modding in their games being like, let's bring the mods to console. And it doesn't appear that they're doing the mods on the Nintendo Switch version, which is, I think, a big mistake. And I don't see why the Nintendo Switch couldn't do it. As long as you got the memory stick, why couldn't you download the mods?
I haven't even played I haven't even played the first Skyrim.
You've never played Skyrim?
No, I've watched people play it, but I've never.
They have remastered this. Every time they put out a new version of this game, everybody's like, "Why are you putting out a new version of this game? Who has not played this game? You are the one motherfucker in the world who's never played Skyrim. Holy shit! Wow, man, you got to get on it. That's a good game.
Too busy playing 2K. That's what it was.
Do you not like Bethesda games?
I mean, yeah, but I don't.
Do you like Fallout?
I told you I never played that one either.
Well, our viewers do not know that you've never played it before.
I've never played it. Never played 1 or 3.
So have you played any Elder Scrolls game? I take that as a no. I mean, how have you never played a Bethesda Game Studios game? They are the, they're not the best with, the main stories are never like, oh shit, this is why I'm buying this game. It's the environmental storytelling, the huge open world, being able to interact and do whatever you want with anything you want. I mean, these are the pinnacle as of right now of the games that just allow you to do whatever you want. I mean, maybe Minecraft is now the pinnacle, but these games are like a real living world, and it's just great, man. You got to get on a Bethesda game.
I mean, I'm probably sure I played something other than any of those titles you named.
There's a lot of Bethesda haters out there. So
Oh, okay. Hold on one minute. I lost the connection.
I told you to pick this shit up. What up?
Damn, connection was lost. I was like, what the hell?
What happened, man?
Hold on. Yeah, I just lost connection. It's still live though, so yeah.
Yeah, I know it's still live. I just went and checked it.
But yeah, no.
Well, we're just gonna jump back into this like nothing fucking happened.
Exactly.
Why? I mean, it's 3:30, bro. I gotta start getting ready for work. But
Oh, is it?
there's some things I just wanted. Yeah, but there's some stuff I wanted to talk about real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like I was talking about before we got disconnected, Wolfenstein 2 looks fucking awesome. I think that was the best game I saw at E3. I am super hyped for this game. Have you seen the trailer at all?
Yeah, I seen it at the during E3.
Gee, you go like dead silent for like 2 seconds. You can't have dead air, bro. What the fuck?
No, but I seen it though. I seen it.
I think for episode 2, I should be the host.
I mean, anybody can ask
Agreed?
anybody. Anybody can ask anybody questions.
I'm going to be the host for the second episode. We can ask your fans who's better host, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
All right, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Wolfenstein 2 looks fucking awesome. The trailer was like, right now I'm like halfway through the game, I would say, the first one, and it does not have that like crazy ass sense of humor that trailer for number 2 showed. So I don't know if it's later in the game or if this is an attitude they decided on the game to be on the sequel or what, but I am really excited. That game looks awesome. Number 1 is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I might try to. I might get Wolfenstein. I might go to the game, my game spot and see how much they want.
You could probably get that shit on sale right now for super cheap.
Yeah, if they got it for like $15, I'll go ahead and grab it.
Yeah. Other games I was impressed at E3 about. I'm super excited for South Park. The first one was great. This next one's pretty great. They're doing a mobile card game of South Park coming out this year. It looks pretty cool. I'm always in on a good card game on the phone. Speaking of card games, they're releasing the Elder Scrolls Back to Bethesda card game on phones next month. And I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah, mostly all the ones I'm just excited for is all the major titles, of course. Spider-Man, God of War, Assassin's Creed, just all the major shit they came out with. I really don't even recall any of the other shit right now that they even showed. Mario definitely, definitely want to play Arms whenever I get a chance. I don't know when I actually play that.
Yeah, I got. I just recently bought Arms. Going in, I was skeptical. It looked stupid, all that kind of stuff. But it is actually pretty cool. And for the first time ever, I can say the motion controls are actually fucking cool in that game. They actually work really well.
Straight up.
If you have a Switch, I would definitely recommend Arms. I would actually recommend anytime a Switch game comes out to buy it, just so you don't feel like you're not using your Switch.
Yeah, this dude Drew about to be going to work here pretty soon.
I'm about to what?
So you about to be going to work here pretty soon.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
All right, I'm about to go ahead and because I'm about to get on my damn self. I'm about to go get into some other things. So about to go
some
ahead
other things.
Close this stream up. And
hey man, I think this has been a really good first episode. I think there's some stuff we could work on, but like I said, next episode when I'm hosting, we'll work on it. Yeah, this is the A Squad. We'll be having some guests coming. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We lit though. That's all that matters. So.
Sure, whatever that means, we are that.
Oh God, I'm like an old man. I broke. Okay. I forgot what the hell I was about to say. Oh yeah. So this is episode 1, man. We're gonna have plenty more coming, man. Plenty more people whenever I get the schedules
Hey
going with
man, do we
everybody.
got like an email address people can send questions to?
No, yeah. I mean, the email that I do have open is anybody can send any questions to Royal Designs email, which is Royal ROYAL Designs is DEZIGNZ, because people get that confused, obviously. At gmail.com. But yeah, definitely I'll put any of that in the description, whatever it is. Contact information, whatever it is. I put all that in the description. So just want people to like, share, subscribe. Man, show us some love, spread it, share it to all your friends, anybody that you
Where
know
is
loves
this going to
video
be
games.
located?
Where's what?
Where is this podcast going to be located at? Are we living strictly on YouTube? Will we be
Yeah,
on
at the moment.
podcast services?
At the moment, it
Uh,
is just on YouTube. At the moment, but you know, of
Everybody
course,
in the comments, tell him that YouTube is an awful place for podcasts and you want this shit on iTunes.
because first off, I don't know how to
Oh.
get anything on iTunes right now.